Hello again, Internet. This is Stuart, ready to do another pregnancy video. Today my wife is on week 22. Things are continuing to go very well. Everything's normal and healthy. Always a good thing during pregnancy. So this week, mostly I've noticed a huge increase in emotion from my wife. I know last week she was starting to show a lot more of the emotional side of things, but now it's definitely kicking into full gear. One of the big things right now that my wife is into is looking at all sorts of baby stuff. Most of it is because a lot of people have started to ask her what she wants for like baby shower or whatnot, and a few people have already donated a few of their old baby things to us, for which we're very appreciative. But my wife is definitely looking up a lot more stuff that she wants, and oh man, she's totally involved in all the cuteness and all the stuff. I could go on for hours about all this stuff she's looked at, but I mean, I can't really blame her. I mean, it's her first child and she's just super stoked to have a girl as well, so she's looking at all sorts of cute baby clothes and the little like baby toys and trying to come up with all these different themes for if we have nursery for the baby, and just all manner of cuteness all the time. I always hear, it's so adorable! Kind of squeal every now and again as she's looking at her computer, and I mean, I can't blame her. She's definitely having lots of fun with this right now. As she's looking at all the outfits, she's decided that the baby's going to be dressed in pretty much all pink because, I mean, girl. But most of the very, very cute stuff that my wife is looking at involves the color pink. So she's like, okay, that's it. She's just going to wear all pink, and okay, whatever, I'm fine with that. So although my wife is trying to complete like an online registry already for when we have like the baby shower, and as people are asking about stuff we need or want, then we actually have a resource to show them of, oh, okay, this is what we plan on having. My wife is starting to go through a lot of that stuff, but of course right now it's mostly just like, I don't know, looking at everything up for like baby registry. We're just like, we don't know what we need. I mean, my wife has picked out a few cute clothes and whatnot, but at the same time we're like, we don't know what we want. I haven't really thought about this until now. So I know as I go through some baby stuff with my wife, I look at things and I say, I don't know. I'm just kind of confused at like all the weird technical stuff that's being thrown for all these baby things, and I don't know. I'm sort of a simple guy, so I just like, well, do we have a crib or a bassinet? Do we have a few clothes? Do we have diapers? What else do we need? I mean, obviously I know we need more than that, but I don't know. I just didn't realize how big the baby industry was until now. It's a wake-up call, and I've got a lot to learn, obviously, but I got a few months to figure it out, right? But yeah, she's also becoming super emotional as she sees all these baby things, especially like other people's baby pictures or baby videos. She's broken out into tears a few times, all out of happiness though. And she's just happy that we're finally there, with a healthy baby, and that we'll be holding our own baby in our arms and taking our own baby home in a few months. I think that reality has finally hit her, and it does make her cry. I can't blame her. But the thing I'm happy about is most of the emotional outbursts that she has are just spontaneous feelings of happiness and joy. Nothing of sadness or remorse or anything like that, which I'm happy about. Because I know I've heard of like a few friends that have had some of the worry and remorse. But fortunately my wife doesn't have any of that. She's super excited to have this baby. So am I. She is every now and again overwhelmed with the thought of how she's going to be as a mother, how are we going to raise the baby, and I think she overloads herself with a lot of these details. Maybe as a guy I'm just not doing enough planning for these things. Maybe that's just my fault, but I don't know. I don't feel like there's too much to worry about, but I'm sure there'll be a lot to worry about when baby's born in a few months. But for the moment I just am still slightly confused about all these emotional outbursts. I've never had to deal with anything on this scale. I mean, I've had to deal with emotional outbursts before with her, but I mean, nothing like this grand where all of a sudden she's just like full on weeping with joy. I mean, at least, like I said, I'm happy that it's just weeping with joy, because anything else besides joy I would not know what to do with. So, yeah, I'm slowly figuring things out. Catelyn is now big enough that we can actually see her kick. Last week, I believe it was last week, that I said that I can actually feel her kick. Whenever my wife lays down, I can put my hand on her tummy, and I can feel the baby kick or move around, which is really, really cool in and of itself. But now, baby's getting big enough where if there's a good strong kick, we can see a little jiggle in my wife's belly, and oh, that's pretty cool to see. I guess right now, according to my wife, baby is the size of an ear of corn, so maybe like yay big. And all these sizes as well, it's just in terms of length, not necessarily width. So baby is definitely thicker than an ear of corn, but lengthwise about as long as an ear of corn. And that's pretty cool, and it's kind of interesting to think that something that big is inside my wife right now. Other people have also started to notice that she's really starting to show. I think right now is when people really start to comment, oh, hey, I can see your bump now. And it's only going to get bigger from here. Baby's only 1 pound right now, and baby could gain anywhere from 5 to 7 pounds in the next 4 months. So lots of growing is coming up. We also finally decided on how we're going to spell Catelyn. We decided Catelyn, because I mean there was like 12 different ways that we could have spelled Catelyn. You know, could use a K, could do 8, like 3 different ways, and it's just confusing. But we finally narrowed it down to this, because my wife likes the C spelling, and I like using ATE, just so that way when we call her Katie for short, or if she writes her name Katie for short, all she has to do is CATIE, instead of some long, weird, confusing thing like KAYTEE. No, it's just too long and confusing. I'm a simplistic guy. I like things simple. If you're gonna have a name long and confusing, that's just confusing for everyone else. So, simple name, not only for our sake, but for her sake and for everyone else's sake. That's my ideal. That's my opinion. I'm all for weird, crazy, unique names, but sometimes they're just too crazy and unique, and it's overwhelming. So I'll go with a rather unique name that isn't used too often, but at the same time common enough where everyone pretty much knows how to spell it and pronounce it. That's in my opinion is the most important part for a name. Okay, but that should be it for this week. Once again, thank you for joining me for these videos and for your support. As always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below this video. I'd be more than happy to talk about them or address them in future videos, or even respond to your comments. I always enjoy hearing from you guys. But once again, thank you for joining me. I hope to see you all next week. Stay awesome, Internet.